Hey everybody, it's Ice Cold Gamer here, and today we're back for episode 36 of our NHL 24 Be a Pro Career Mode series here. We're in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Colorado Avalanche. We're up 2-0 in the series. There's not much else to say here. We have 2 games in Toronto, and we could potentially end the 50-some-odd year curse for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they could win their first Stanley Cup since 1967. Let's head into the simulation here of game number 3. How is it going to treat us? First period. The Avs, oh boy, the Avs do not want to get swept. I don't think we're winning this one, but let's hop in and see what we can do. All right, here we are for game number 3. We're down by 5. You know, we're just going to try and fight. There's no goals happening here. We're going to try and fight. Every whistle, we're dropping the gloves. Because the Avalanche have shown up in this one. They've said, we're not getting swept here. You beat us on our turf, we're going to embarrass you on yours. And at least we're going to get a power play early, though, here. So maybe the start of the comeback can be on. I don't think the Leafs are making a 5-goal comeback, especially when Coach continues to put the second power play unit out first, instead of putting the first power play unit out when they're fresh legs. What do you want to say, Coach, here? We're down but not out. We can get back in this, but we just need to get one to get the comeback going, Coach. I hate to break it to you. We're down by 5. I don't think we've scored 5 in a period in a long time. Especially not in the playoff setting. Matthews here on the draw. Manson being able to clear it, not quite. Matthews picks it up, and then he loses it right away. Now Marner in the corner. Finds ourselves here at the point. We're able to avoid the checking. We're able to get a weak shot there on Grigoriev. And it's covered up. Awesome, Matthews here on the draw. Can we get just one here? Matthews. Loses it. Now Manson in the corner. Tries to kick it free. Now Matthews gets in there. Now it's back to Manson. Over to Taves, who's going to send it down the ice. We're able to catch it, and we're going to send it over to Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley. Up to Nylander. Nylander is forced to turn back. Matthews does gain entry into the zone. Finds ourselves. We're going to try and send it up front to Marner. His shot goes just wide. A great opportunity there to possibly just get one. We're at the point here. Our shot screened, and Matthews could not get a tip on it, and Grigoriev was able to cover it up. Tavares now, they put the second line forwards out with the first line defensive pair. Tavares wins it back, and we are not able to get our stick on it. That is horrible here. We lose full pressure opportunity. We're able to get into the zone again, though. Bertuzzi walking in. We couldn't quite find him. Miles Wood over to Colton, and Colton's going to dump it down the ice. Riley's going to pick it up here in the corner. Riley over to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi finds us here. We get into the zone. Trying to find Yarncrow. We do! And Cal Yarncrow gets one. So maybe this isn't over yet. It's probably over. But the Leafs are not going down without a fight. 17:44 left. Taves over to Landeskog. We miss a hit on Landeskog somehow. And Bertuzzi finds Domi walking in. Now Domi's all alone. He sends it over to Bertuzzi though. Domi, buddy. You had a free chance on goal. Oh man, we're gonna go back up to the point here. Can we find any way to get this through? It does get through, but it's stopped by Grigoriev. Landeskog over the blue line. We leave a man out front just to lay a hit on Landeskog. And it's time for a line change. So the Leafs get one. Probably a consolation marker. I don't see us getting 4 more. But maybe we can build on it for the rest of this period and potentially bring some momentum into game number 4. Taves over to Makar. Makar finds Landeskog. We knock Landeskog down. A big hit again. Riley up to Tavares. Tavares turns back, finds Bertuzzi skating through the center ice area. Bertuzzi dekes in. His shot stopped by Grigoriev. Bertuzzi. Now Riley with it. Sends it up to ourselves here at the point. Our shot doesn't quite get through. Nichushkin sends it over to Taves, and Tavares able to pick it up, but now McKinnon with it. Makar Walks in. And we knock Nichushkin off the puck. Bertuzzi. Or to Domi. Domi, we're getting pushed into the Colorado zone, so Domi is forced to turn back. Bertuzzi, bit of behind the back pass up to ourselves here. We do have Domi up front, but I don't think we can make that pass. It falls to Riley. Grigoriev's forced to make a tight angle save with 14 minutes left. Leafs really just getting worked over in this one. 14 minutes left. The fans are still cheering for the Leafs, but not really much to cheer for tonight for the Leafs faithful. Taves up to Wagner. Cogliano now over to red line. Cogliano, we're able to knock him down. Matthews over to Riley. Riley just finds ourselves here. We're going to get over to blue line. Marner's out front. We try to send it to him, but he can't quite get the puck. And now Nolan Patrick with another chance here. And he's going to dump it in. We're going to lay the body there. Once we get to like 7 minutes left, we're going to start fighting, I think. Matthews over to Nylander. Nylander walks in. Nylander almost with an opportunity to send it up front to Marner. But it falls to us here at the point. Oh, and for some reason we are going offside there. Bit of an input lag there. Not sure why our stick went all the way back over the blue line, but that's okay. Not really high risk in this game, to be fair. Try to get it out front, Bertuzzi can't quite get a stick on it. Domi's down in the crease. We're trying to stand out front and get a screen, but we're stuck now. He can't get back in. The Colorado players are consistently blocking us. And we just get off for a line change here. 11.5 left. This game is all but over. I say that though, the Avalanche do take a penalty, so there will be another power play opportunity here for Toronto Maple Leafs. Can they get one more like they did earlier? Rantanen gets it in deep. We'll pick it up. Not sure where we're passing it, but it's going all the way down. Bertuzzi's going to win that race. Stop the icing. Tavares out front. It almost works out on a great opportunity there for John Tavares. But Grigoriev is going to sit on top of it. Tavares on the draw. Loses it, but Riley's going to have a chance to keep it in. He gets it off the puck, though, and now Wagner has a chance. Wagner walks in. Manson, shorthanded, goes off the post. Cogliano off the Taves. Manson, another chance, shorthanded. Samson's going to cover that up, so the Leafs penalty kill, or power play even, is struggling right now. .41 seconds left on this power play. Tavares on the draw. Bertuzzi with it. Now Jarnkrok. Jarnkrok finds himself. They're going to send it back to Jarnkrok here. And Jarnkrok's in second of the game. So Jarnkrok 2 power play goals in this game. He had one in the last one in episode number 35. The last episode, I guess it would be. So he's got 3 in the Stanley Cup Finals now. It's a 3-goal game with 10 minutes left. Tavares here on the draw. Over to Riley. Riley finds ourselves here. We're going to walk in. Is anybody open out front? Domi was. And it almost gets kicked into the Colorado net by Byram. There was a chance there to potentially strike twice in quick succession and make it a 2-goal game. Nonetheless, the Leafs do have an opportunity here on an offensive zone draw. Tavares wins it back to Riley. Riley tries to get a shot. Yeah, you really got to fix that. I've seen that so many times this season recording these episodes where Riley just does that and doesn't get a shot off because he doesn't realize that there's a defensive AI right in front of him. They got to react better to that. Manson walks in, we're able to level him, but he's still there because no one else comes to pick up the puck. Rantanen around the back of the net. Lehkonen, and Lehkonen's going to put it away. Artturi Lehkonen says, enough of that nonsense. We're not letting the kid and Jarnkrok get themselves back into this one. And it's now a 4-goal game again for the Colorado Avalanche. Manson tries to get it in. Domi now finds Tavares. Tavares. Manson. Coach wants us to get off immediately. Why didn't you just take us off after the goal? That's actually insane. Rantanen over to Johansson. Another chance up front for the Avs, but they're not able to convert. We're going to get it to the red line, and we're going to get a line change here. 9 minutes left. Colorado Avalanche got the better of the Leafs in this one. A couple of goals by Yarncrow in the third to try and build something. But it's going to have to be a better performance in game number 4. Manson. Up to Cogliano. Cogliano finds Patrick. Nolan Patrick loses it, and Domi's going to walk in now. Domi gets poked out the puck, and Nolan Patrick will retrieve it. Tavares loses it. Now Cogliano with it. Cogliano. Up to Patrick. Patrick over to the red line. Nolan Patrick now gaining the zone. Nolan Patrick moving in. Cogliano with a shot. Stopped by Samsonov. 6:17 left now. And we're pressing the fight button, by the way, but nobody wants to go on the Avalanche. I guess they're trying to just keep it quiet here and go to the hotel after this one and live the fight for game number 4. Nylander over to Marner. Marner finds Nylander. Nylander loses control of it, and that's going to go behind the Colorado net. But Nylander's going to get there first somehow. He's going to kick it around. We try and help him out on the forecheck there. We lay a big hit on Makar. Nylander over to Matthews. Riley tries to take a shot, but it's picked away by Landeskog. Landeskog dumps it in now. And we just get absolutely leveled there by, I think that was Nathan McKinnon. That seemed a bit uncalled for. It's time for a line change. 5:44 left. Matthews had an opportunity there, but it's stopped by Grigoriev. 3 minutes left. And now, Josh Manson will finally be a willing opponent for us here. Try and take a pound of flesh here at the end of this one. We were able to lay the first hit successfully, but then Josh Manson's able to block the next one. And he's going to grab a hold of us here, and he's going to have an advantage. Somehow we win that fight. I don't know. I just started pressing the right analog stick forward. We somehow win that fight. Take Josh Manson down. And that's going to be our last performance of this game. You guys don't really need to see how the rest of it sims out. So I'll just see you all for game number 2. All right, here we are for game number 4 here. It's a lot tighter than last one. Nick Robertson scored for the Leafs in the first period, and Valery Nichushkin answered for the Avalanche in the second. So a 1-1 game here in the third period. Can the Leafs take a stranglehold on this series before heading back to Colorado? Or will the Colorado Avalanche tie it up? Coach wants us to really put the pressure on him. Sounds like a fantastic idea, Coach. His genius has continued into the Stanley Cup Finals. Matthews here on the draw. McKinnon wins it. Makar over to Nichushkin. Nichushkin, the goal scorer for the Avalanche. He's able to dump it in. We're able to get it back up to Nylander. Riley with it now. Riley gets knocked off the puck. Matthews. Matthews walks in. Loses it to Landeskog. Landeskog pinned along the boards by Nylander. Taves. Over to Makar. Makar finds Nichushkin. Nichushkin over to blue line. And he's able to snipe that in. That's one Samsonov needs to have. His second goal of the game makes it a 2-1 lead here for the Colorado Avalanche. That's one that you want Samsonov to have. He needs to have it. 17:40 left. Wood over the red line. Colton now with it. Colton walks in, saved by Samsonov. Riley in the corner now. Yarncrow finds us here, but Camp's offside, so we have to turn back. We get it over to Riley. Riley finds Camp. Camp finds us back at the point. Our shot, we're able to get knocked down. That was a bit of a charge there by Miles Wood. I'm surprised that no hand went up. We're going to answer it with a hit of our own, and that's a penalty. The refs are being paid off. Miles Wood ran at us with his elbows out like a chicken wing, hit us right in the face, and we respond with a hit, and that one's called charging, but his isn't. The Leafs are able to kill it off, but the refs clearly want this series to be tied up. Greiger gets a chance. It's off the post. Taves. And we're going to level him as well. It's time for a line change, I guess. Coach wanted us to get off right after that. But I'm not a fan of the reffing so far in this one. There's a sim goal. It's for the Avalanche. Nolan Patrick might have just put this out of reach. It's a 3-1 lead now with 13:29 left. And somehow, even though he just scored, we're in the offensive zone on the draw. That makes sense, CA. And Yarncrow takes a penalty. It's all unraveling here for the Maple Leafs. 12:35 left on the penalty kill. We got to get aggressive if we want to try and get back in this one. Landeskog over the red line. Now McKinnon with it. McKinnon walks in. We knock him down, knock his helmet off. Rantanen trying to get out front. Doesn't quite get a shot off. Nylander's going to dump it all the way down. We're going to try and get in there. Gerard is knocked down by Nylander. Now Nichushkin up with it. Nichushkin finds Landeskog down to the corner for Rantanen. Landeskog a couple of opportunities, all stopped by Samsonov. Another one. And the Avs have some full pressure here. Gerard shot stopped by Samsonov, and he's going to freeze it. 12 minutes left. Down to 9:47 next time that we see the ice. McKinnon over to the Nichushkin, over to the red line. Now back into the Leafs end. Landeskog with it. McKinnon over to Gerard. Gerard shot block. We're able to pick it up now. Over to red line. We're walking in. And Grigoriev is able to read us well on our little play that we usually do. And we cannot bring the Leafs within one. Johnson walking up now. Johnson over to blue line. His shot stopped by Samsonov. It goes right out front to McKinnon. Holy cow. Samsonov making a couple big saves to try and keep his team within striking distance here. 9 minutes left. Still stays a 2-goal game. Matthews on the draw. Nylander with it. Now Riley. Marner walks in. Marner loses it for a second, but he picks it back up. He tries to feed it out front, but Lehkonen picks it off. Matthews finds ourselves here at the point. We're able to avoid the checking. Try to get a shot. No deflection available. And Grigoriev's easily able to cover that one up. 8:52 left now. The Avalanche really just exploding here at the start of the third period. The Leafs taking some penalties. The Avalanche are setting themselves up well to have this series tied up when they go back home. Johansson poked off the puck by Nylander. Riley finds Matthews. Matthews now walks in. Finds us here in the corner. Going to try and set it up front to Marner. Marner gets it. And it's going to be called goaltend interference. On our way back up, we barely tapped the pad of Grigoriev, and it's going to get called back. The refs know who they want to win. That's all I'm going to say. And Grigoriev covers that one up there as we get back on the ice. So a big chance to try and get within one, and it's called off. So it's still a 2-goal game here with 7 minutes remaining. Matthews on the draw. Nylander finds us here at the point. Gonna turn. Fire. There's no bodies up front. Nylander had a chance for a rebound, but doesn't get there in time. And another shot right at Grigoriev, and he's going to cover that one up. Tavares here on the draw. Wins it back to Riley. Riley finds us here on the opposite side. Our shot goes off of a leg and almost out of play. Now Makar in the corner. Throws it around to McKinnon. McKinnon is going to get it all the way up to Landeskog. And that's going to be end up the least full pressure opportunity. We get knocked off the puck, but it's right back to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi Finds us here skating for the middle. We don't have a pass or a shot. Everybody just kind of converges on us. And we're forced to go back now. Bertuzzi with it. Domi. Finds us here. Do we have a pass out front? We don't. It's blockered away there by Grigoriev. Landeskog. Landeskog gets in. That one is pushed away by Samsonov. Makar. Or to McKinnon. We knock McKinnon down a bit late. Trying to lay some bodies here. Trying to get anything going. Bertuzzi. Can't quite get in. Now he has it. Bertuzzi with a shot. The rebound's there. Makar's going to pick it up. Makar. Up to Johansson. Now McKinnon's up front. All alone. Riley misses his man. Is that one going to get called off? Is that one also going to be goalie interference? It is. So 2 goals waved off here late in this period. 1 for each team. But the damage has already been done by the Colorado Avalanche. 4 minutes left. Riley walks in. Shot goes just wide. Patrick, the goal scorer that really put the dagger in it. Wagner now. Wagner. His shot stopped by Samsonov. Out the Nyes. Over the red line. Dumps it in. Girard with it now. Wagner. Up to Cogliano. Cogliano over the red line. Cogliano's shot is stopped by Samsonov. Riley. He has so many options to pass to. He does eventually pass it to Nyes. Nyes gets absolutely bodied trying to deke around a man. Our shot gets through, stopped by Grigoriev. Cogliano. Yarncrow out front. Cogliano picks it up. Time for a line change, but we're going to have to try and get it out of the zone here. This game's not quite over yet, but it's looking bad here. Riley deking instead of getting it out of the zone. Now Matthews walks in. He loses it. 3 minutes left. Down to minute 40. Still a 2-goal game. Grigoriev has to make a stop right away there as soon as we get off the bench, off of Matthews. 1.5 minutes left, though. At least need one right away here. Matthews on the draw. Loses it. Now Manson's going to skate it up over to O'Connor. O'Connor walks in, finds Wood out front. Will to poke him off the puck. Matthews winds it up to Nylander. We're going to try and get into the zone. We do. Trying to work around Taves, but he gets us off the puck. Now Marner with it, though. Marner has people up front, and our shot is somehow stopped. And Tavares, you freaking plug. Oh. John Tavares gets in our way at the blue line. Causes us to lose the puck. And then Miles Wood has a wide open cage on the empty net. 4-1 here. The Colorado Avalanche are going to come away with the win in this one. Not really much else to happen in this game. It's over here. Colton's stick shatters on that one. And then we get knocked off the puck. And we're going to send it over to Marner. It's time for a line change. Oh boy. We thought we had a chance to potentially win it in this episode, but we're going back to Colorado in a best-of-3 series now. It's going to be tied 2-2. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe, comment, tell me what you liked about it, tell me what you didn't like about it. Check out the links in the description, including our Twitch channel, our TikTok, and our community Discord. And I'll see you guys for Game 5 and 6.